Hey, seventh graders. Today is Tuesday, December 8th. Our essential question is, how does the carrying capacity affect the organisms living in an ecosystem? So yesterday you did some more practice and you created your own food web for your biome. So hopefully you have submitted that already. If you haven't submitted it yet, please make sure you get that in. You also went through the last couple of days, you looked at how energy travels through an ecosystem, and the way that the energy moves through an ecosystem is through the food chain, or more accurately, a food web. And so, a couple things to take away from that is understanding that when you're drawing your arrows in your food web, the arrows point in the direction that the energy is moving. So, if there is a deer that is eating grass, the arrow is going to point from the grass to the deer because the energy is moving from the grass to the deer. The other piece of that is understanding some more of the vocabulary. So the first thing you're going to do today is practice the ecology Quizlet number 2. This one is a little bit different than the one we did last week. It has more terms added into it, producer, consumer, and the ones that go with the food web. So you're going to take about maybe 5 to 8 minutes to practice those cards a few times. This is available to you whenever you would like to practice it as well. Okay. Then what you're going to do is move on to the carrying capacity simulation lab. And this is going to be pretty self-directed. What you are doing is, it says complete the activity under the My document. Make sure to watch the videos for the directions. So when you go into this lab, what you're looking at is how many organisms can each habitat support. What happens if there are too many, so too many organisms? What if there's not enough food? What if there's not enough room? Okay, and so what we're looking at is the carrying capacity. Remember, the carrying capacity is the amount of organisms that an ecosystem can support, okay, with food and space. So what you're going to be doing is there's videos embedded into here, and these videos for some reason don't work unless you go to present mode. But when you go into present mode, the videos will show up and you'll be able to click play. Good. Okay. And so I want you to watch the videos. It does say in this first video that this is a 2-day lab. It is not a 2-day lab. This was designed last spring when class periods were only to be 25 minutes long. So you should have plenty of time to finish it in class today. Okay. So as you go through these slides, this video is a reminder of what carrying capacity is. Please make sure you read through or watch that video. Then what you're going to be doing is exploring how different scenarios impact a population. So you are going to be an organism in a population that is part of a community that lives in an ecosystem. As you can imagine, it's not all rainbows and butterflies. There are certain limiting factors: food, water, air, space, competition, disease, pollution, human impacts that can either positively impact or negatively impact you and your population. On the next slide, you're going to sort each factor into the correct category: positive influence or negative influence. So you're going to do that. Then it says, we are river otters. So what you're going to do is read about river otters. You can listen to it, okay, just some background. And then the actual lab is right here. And so if you watch these video directions, it walks you through the rest of it, okay? So I'm not going to explain it on this slideshow or on this screencast because you can watch this video. You will want a calculator and a sheet of scratch paper because you're doing some adding and subtracting. All right. Once you are finished with this slideshow, there's questions at the end that you answer right on there. Okay. And then you will submit this in Schoology. And that is your assignment for today. Please let me know if you have any questions. Have a great day.